Hello, good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well and you're resting a little so you come back to our Saturday classes with a lot of enthusiasm. So that way we can, continue learning. We have to, I'm uploading this video. Here I am recording the video and I'm going to upload it to the platform so that way you can watch it and we can also continue advancing in our program. As you know, we are kind of a little bit behind on our program. Last week I was not able to record a video because I had some other things to do. However, I am uploading this video so that way we can advance a little in our program. Due to the last activities that we have had on our faculty and our Saturday's classes activities, we are going to, excuse me guys, I was just reading some text messages. Okay, so due to the last activities that we have had, we have gotten a little bit behind, as you know. However, we have to advance. Last Saturday we have classes. We were discussing about these exercises, and also we were, you know, answering the different exercises that we had. This is the last one that we answered. For those you guys that were not present in the last Saturday, try to um, maybe get copy from your classmates, so that way you don't get behind as well. Because in the last class we answered all of the exercises from page 80. Well, we didn't finish till page 91, which was the goal, but due to the time we couldn't finish. Now this is the last exercise that we answered and we corrected, which was in regards to bases, base base morphemes. Now, this topic right here, difficulties and morphemic analysis, I will recommend you to read it, but we're going to skip it this time since it is not part of our program. Okay, it doesn't mean that it is not important, but it is not part of our program. So, and because we are a little bit behind, like I said, on our program, we're going to skip this topic right here, as well as this exercise right here, which has to do with the previous topic. Okay, as I was reviewing our program right here. This is the program. We are now in the basis. We are going to be discussing now affixes, which is part of the same exercises, and then we have noun forms. And okay, and then we will continue right there with the next topics. Okay, so difficulties of morphemic analysis is not part of our program, so we're going to skip that. This exercise has to do with the etymology of each word, okay? But we're going to skip that part and we're going to go to the next topic, which it is part of our program, which is affixes, okay? As we already know, an affix is a bound morpheme that occurs before or within or after a base morpheme. There are three kinds of affixes. We have prefixes, infixes, and suffixes. And as each word says, we know by fact that prefixes are affixes that are placed at the beginning of the base morpheme to form a different word, right? Then we have infixes, which we have very little of those, but those are normally in the middle of the middle of the word. And then we have also suffixes, which are normally at the end of the word, right after the base morpheme. Two of which you have already met in passing. Now we shall deal with them in greater details. Prefixes are those bound morphemes that occur before a base, as 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 in import. For example, in this case, the prefix will be im, right? Import. Then we have prefixes like reconsider. Excuse me, guys. Here we have another example, which is prefix. Okay, so the same word, the actual word prefix, has a prefix in it. Okay, which in this case we're talking about the prefix pre. Okay, and then we have reconsider, another example. In this case, re will be the prefix of the word. And then prefixes in English are a small class of morphemes, numbering about 75. Almost, we have like 75 prefixes in English. Their meanings are often those of English prepositions and adverbials. Okay, since I know that we have discussed about it before, we already have clear what a prefix is. So we're going to continue right here. Let's see this exercise. Exercise number 8-8. Look up in your desk dictionary each italicized prefix. We're talking about these words right here. Then the instructions continue like this. Be careful here. If you are looking up the prefix in the American College Dictionary, you will find 8 entries for in. So the first is the word in itself, which you don't want. The next 3 are prefixes, indicated as such by a hyphen after the morpheme, thus like in. So we have in plus a hyphen. One of these is what you are looking for. Sometimes when you have located the exact entry you want, you will find several meanings for it, as in the case of D. Okay, so when looking in the dictionary for the prefix in, the one that follows with a hyphen it means that it is a prefix. Okay, so from the meaning given for the prefix, choose the one that fits the word and write it in the first column. In the second column, write another word containing the same prefix with the same meaning. Numbers 3, 7, 8, and 11 contains variants of the prefixal morphemes. Okay, guys, so this one also we were supposed to do it in the last activity, in the last exercise that we had, as well as this one right here, which is part of page number 91. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, we have antifreeze. So the instruction says look up in your dictionary each italicized prefix. Okay, and from the meaning given for the prefix, choose the one that fits the word and write it in the first column. In the second column, write another word containing the same prefix. Okay, so we have the number 1 right here, which is antifreeze. So the italicized morpheme is anti. Okay, so in this case, let's look for this anti. In this case, the meaning will be against. Against is the meaning of anti, not again. Okay, don't confuse again and against. We're talking about against, which in Spanish will be como en contra, right? So we're talking about against. Okay, against, not again, but against. Okay, and then you have to write another word that contains the same morpheme. Antifreeze, we can have which one? Antibiotic, for example, can be one. Or which other one? And antithesis, for example. Right? Okay, so and so on. This one you have to do it. Then we have number 2, uh, circumvent. So as we see, the italize uh, morpheme is circum. What means circum? In this case, we're talking about around. Around. Okay, around means circum. Then we have copilot. Copilot. This is the name of a new um artificial intelligence, right? AI. Copilot. So we have copilot. In this case, the prefix co or co means with. Okay. There are many other words like collapse, compact. Well, actually, in this case, we have different words in regards to the prefix co. Okay, but it means with. Then we have the number 4. Contradict. Contra is basically the same thing anti. Okay, guys. So we have contra means against as well. Then we have number 5. Devitalize. So we are talking about the prefix d, which means do the opposite of. Okay, do the opposite of. Yes, the opposite of. Okay, so that means d in this word, for example, devitalize. So that's the opposite of. Okay. Then we have disagreeable. But the prefix dis means not. Okay. Then we have insecure. It can be insecure, imperfect, illegible, or irrelevant. Okay. So in this case, it also means not. We're talking about the prefix in, im, e, in e, right here as well. Okay. Excuse me, it's in, im, il, or ear. Okay. So it also means not. Have number 8, like inspire, the prefix in this case means in or on. Okay. When we have the number 9, like in intervene. So if you notice right here, the is not in. Okay, so it's inner. Okay, intervene. That means between. So prefix number 9 means between. Then in the case of the number 10, like in intramural, intra, the prefix intra means within. Within. Okay, I don't know if you see this later, guys. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I just noticed it's a little bit small. Then we have prefix number 11. We're talking about abstract, okay, or oppose. Abstract or oppose. Both of them means against or opposite. Okay, same as number 1, against or opposite. Okay, make it this way. In regards to prefix number 12, we have pre-war. So the prefix pre means before. Okay. Then we have the number 13 in regards to post-war. We all know what it means, right? If pre means before, post means after. Okay, now we have number 14. Okay, proceed. Proceed. What pro means? The prefix pro means forward. Okay, forward. We have the prefix number 15 as in retroactive. Retro. What does the prefix retro means? It means backward. Okay, so number 16, semi-professional or semi-professional. So semi-professional, the prefix semi means half of it, or half. Okay, then we have prefix number 16 as in subway. Prefix sub means under. Prefix number 18, superabundant. Superabundant. Super. Okay, prefix super means over. You have number 19, unlikely. Unlikely. Un. Prefix un means not as well. Same as number 6 and number 7. And the last one, number 20th, we have undress. Undress. The prefix un means do the opposite of. Okay, same as number 11 right here. Okay, okay, so here we have the 20 prefixes of exercise number 8-8. Okay, 8-8. This is the meaning. If you want to take a screenshot right there of the 20 of them. Okay, so now let's jump into the next exercise right here. Alrighty guys, so we have now the infixes right here. We're talking now about infixes. As we discussed before, infixes are bound morphemes that are inserted in the middle of a word. Okay, so infixes are bound morphemes that have been inserted within a word. In English, these are rare, meaning there are very little or few of them. Okay, occasionally they are additions within a word, as in ungettable, where the preposition at of get at is kept as an infix in the able adjective, though the preposition is usually dropped in similar words like reliable from rely on, and uncountable from account for. But infixes in English are most commonly replacement and not additions. Okay, so keep that in mind or write it down. So as we know, prefixes or infixes in prefixes and suffixes are additions. However, an infix is more commonly a replacement of a morpheme, okay, and not additions. So, for example, they occur in a few noun plurals like the double E or the E morpheme in geese, replacing the double O for goose, okay? And more often in the past tense and past participle of verbs, like in the O of chose and chosen, replacing the double O for choose. Okay, do you see the difference? In this case, an infix right here will be O. The O which is replacing the double O for choose. Okay, when we meet such infixes at the end of this chapter, we shall call them by the more precise term of replacive allomorphs. Okay, so we have now exercise number 8, 8-9. The instruction goes as follows. In the following group of words, underline each infix. In the case of verbs, the stem dictionary form is the form into which the infix is inserted. Thus, in frith, froth, or frothen, the stem is frizzy, and into this the infix or O is inserted in the past tense froze and the past participle frozen. So we have right here the examples, the exercises, excuse me. So we should underline the infixes, okay? So we have like some examples before, and we should know already what these are. So in this case, we are talking about exercise 8-9, okay? Alrighty. So number 1, we are talking right here that the affix will be double E. Number 1. Number 2, it will be double E because feet it's replacing, it's the plural for foot, so the double E is replacing the double O of foot. Okay, so the infix will be the double E. Now we have mouse, mice, so the I is replacing the O, the OU, okay, or O, so it will be mice. So in this case, the infix will be just the letter I. Number 3, we have took, so double O. And then we have taken, so in this case the infix will be just the letter A, which these two are replacing the A in take, okay? Number 4, we're talking about grow, so the infix in this case will be the letter E, which is replacing the O, and then we have O for grown. The infix will be, will be OW. We have number 5 for spin, so we have the letter U as an infix for spoon, and letter U as well. Okay, so both will be, the letter U will be the infix in both words for spoon and spoon. Number 6, okay, for number 6, shake. In this case, the infix will be the double O in shook, and the letter A in shaken. Okay, if you notice right here, we have an infix, and as well as we have a suffix. Okay, so A, it's an infix, and N or en, it's a suffix. Number 7 for ring, the infix will be the letter I in rang and the letter U in rang. Number 8 for tier, the infix will be the letter O, the letter O for tor, and the letter O as well for tarn. Then we have number 9 for ride, the infix will be the letter O for road and the letter I for ridden. And then the last one, number 10 for find, the infix will be OU for found and OU for found. Okay, alrighty, so here we have the 10 infixes for exercise 8-9. Okay, alrighty, so let's continue now to the next exercise right here. So we have seen already prefixes, we saw infixes in the exercise, and now we will see suffixes, which all three are affixes. Okay, so a suffix, as we already know, it's a bound morpheme that occurs after a base morpheme. Okay, so just making a little recap, prefixes are bound morphemes that occur before a base. An infix, it occurs in the middle as a replacement of a morpheme, and then we have suffixes, which they occur in the end of a morpheme. Like in the case of shrinkage, we have some examples right here. Shrinkage, H will be the suffix, failure, ur will be the suffix, and the base is fail. Noisy, the Y will be the suffix, and noise is the base. We have realize, eyes is the suffix, and real is the base. Nails, the letter S will be the suffix, and nail is the base. And then we have dreamed, the letter D is the suffix, and dream, the ed, is the suffix, and dream is the base morpheme. So suffixes may pile up to the number of 3 or 4. In other words, we can have even we can have 1, 2, 3, or even 4 suffixes in one single word. Whereas prefixes are commonly single or just one, except in the case of negative un, because un is just a prefix that can be before another prefix. Okay, but that's in the case of prefixes. But in suffixes, they can have either 1, 2, 3, or even 4 suffixes in a row. Here we have an example, like in the case of normalizers. Okay, the base morpheme right here is norm, that's the base. Then we have the suffix al, we have the suffix is, we have the suffix and the suffix s. These are 4 suffixes for the base norm, and it forms the word normalizers. Okay, so when suffixes multiply like this, their order is fixed. There is one in only one order in which they occur. Now we have an exercise right here that we also should have completed before, and it's the exercise number 8-10. So we're going to see this exercise now. So you have 8-10. Okay, alrighty. So the instructions goes like this. In these words, the base is italicized. After each word, write the number of suffixes that it contains. Okay, so we should write the number of the different suffixes that these words have. Okay, so we have number 1. For number 1, organist, the base will be organ. So review your notes or review your exercises, the one that you have done, okay, and review it if you have correctly. So in this case, the base is organ. We have 2 suffixes. We have ist, and the letter s. Okay, these are the 2 suffixes. For number 2, we have the word personalities. How many suffixes do you think it has? The base morpheme will be person, right? Person. In this case, we have 3. We have 3 suffixes. We have al, et, and is. Okay. No, we have, excuse me, al, et, and the letter s. Okay, the letter s for plural. That will be the number 3. So for word number 3, we have how many suffixes right here? Flirtatiously. Flirtatiously. We have two suffixes right here. Okay. We have acious and li. Acious and li. Okay. And the base is flirt. Flirt is the base. Then we have acious and li. This will be the 2 suffixes. For number 4, atomizers. Atomizers. How many suffixes we have right here? We have 3 suffixes in this word. The base is atom. Then we have eyes, in the letter s. Eyes, and the letter s. Atomizers or atomizers. For number 5, how many suffixes we have? Base is friend. We have 2 suffixes. Friendliest, we have friendliest. So li in est. Okay, friendly and est. Est. 2 suffixes. Then we have a number 6. Contradictorily. How many suffixes we have right here? In this case, we have 3 suffixes. Okay. Why? The base morpheme is contra. Excuse me, guys, for that noise. So the base morpheme is contra. Then we have dicto. And then we have re. It's another suffix. And li. It's another suffix. Okay. Contra is the base. We have dicto, Re and li. Number 7. Trust, trusteeship. How many suffixes we have right here? We have two suffixes. Trust is the base morpheme. Then we have e, it's a one suffix, and ship is the second suffix. Okay. Number 8. Greasier. Greasier. We have two right here as well. Two suffixes as well. So the base is gree. C, it's a suffix, and it's another suffix. Okay. Number 9. Country feel. Country feel. How many suffixes we have? 2. Two suffixes. Count will be the base. It's countrified. I was reading incorrectly, guys. Let me see it again. It's countrified. It's not country feel. Okay, so it's countrified. Okay, so in this we have two. Still we have two suffixes. Okay, so we have country as the base morpheme. Then we have phi or phi, and ed as the second suffix. Countrified. Countrified. Number 10, we have responsibilities. How many suffixes we have right here? And responsibilities, there are 3 suffixes. Okay, 3 suffixes. Response will be the base. And this base morpheme, is also construct out of 2 morphemes. It also has a prefix of re. Re in the base is spawn. Spawn will be the base. But for the whole word responsibility, our base is response. Respond. Then we have our next suffixes will be c, bill, and ets. Okay, c, bill, and ets will be the suffixes. Already, so these are the responses for exercise 8-10. And we have now exercise 8-11. And the instructions goes like this. Each group contains a base and suffixes. Make each into a word. In each case, see if more than one order or suffixes is possible. Okay, so in this case we have to restructure the words, the different morphemes we have in this column. We have to form the actual word. Let's see. We have 3 morphemes right here. We have a vase, let's see, and we have 2 suffixes. Remember that we will Notice, so we will determine that we have a prefix or a suffix or an infix because it has dashes in it. Okay, see, it has hyphens. Excuse me, have hyphens in it. So this will be the base because it has no hyphen. And then we notice that these will be the suffixes because they have the hyphen before. If the hyphen is after, like right here where the comma is, then that will be a prefix. Then if we have two hyphens, one in each side, then that will be an infix. But in this case we have two suffixes. What will be the word then? Livent, right? Let's see. So exercise 8 dash 11. Number 1, the word will be livent, like this. Number 2, we notice that this is the base and these two are the suffixes. What will be the word? Terminating, right? Terminating. Number 3, what will be right here? The base will be more because it has no hyphens. Then we have 4 suffixes right here. Moralizers, right? Moralizers. That will be the correct word. Number 4, province. It's a province is the base. Then we have 3 suffixes. Provincialisms. I think provincialisms. Yeah, that's right. So that will be provincialisms, like this. Provincialism. Excuse me. Provincialisms. I have it wrong right here. Provincialisms, like this. Provincialisms. Okay. Number 5. Gruesomely. That will be the correct word. This is the base, first suffix and last suffix. We have 2 suffixes right there, so it will be gruesomely. Number 6, this will be the base, workability, workable and it. In this case, this one is switched. You see, you notice this one has to be changed because it cannot be workability. No, it can't be like that. It has to be workability. So this one is changed. Only workability, like this. Workability, right? Then we have innermost. Number 7, innermost. Number 8. Marry is the base. Marriageability. Marriageability goes like this. Marriageability. Marriageability. Okay. If you notice right here, the letter Y switch to the letter I. Well, what did we say that will be? It is not marked right here because we are not talking about infixes. We are talking about suffixes right now. So that's why it is not marked. But if you notice this one right here and this one right here, we have some infixes because they replace a morpheme, right? So in the case of workability, where is it? Where was it? Work, we replace able to ability, to able. We replace able to able. So we replace the A by the I. So that's an infix. Same case right here, marriageability. So we're changing the Y for the I. Okay? So it turns into an infix. Marriageability. Alright? Number 9. This will be the base. So that'll be gangsterdom. 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 Number 10. This is the base affect, and then we have 3 suffixes. Affectionately, that will be affectionately. Okay, affectionately. Alrighty, so we have the 10 answers for exercise 8-11. Okay, so it takes some time right here. Let me finish this video right here, and we will continue with the next topics, because right here we finish with suffixes. Okay, with affixes. We have affixes, we have prefixes, infixes, suffixes. Now we'll get into the next topic, noun forms or noun formations. Okay, so I'm gonna continue recording the next video. Guys, thank you for your attention, and you have a great day.